Hey guys, this is Rumpdaddy coming at you with my ARG Circuit Series Top 16 Pokemon deck profile. I had a great time today. It was first ever ARG, first ever Pokemon event actually ever. So that was pretty fun. Getting top 16 at my first one, came in 13th place. I played Garbage.deck. My deck's absolute trash. Espeon Garbodor. But enough about that. There's my invite. There's like the pin we got for that. It's very cute. It says top 32 in micro print down there if you can read it. I have Nats, which I just found out I can actually go to, which is pretty exciting.
All right.
And this awesome playmat, which you could also get for just pre-registering, it turns out.
Yep.
It just doesn't say top 16. But enough of that. Let's get into the profile. First off, two of the best Love Live girls. One of Umi, two of Maki. Always keep them on me. 2 Eevee, because that gets you into your 2 Espeon. I don't like playing more because I feel like more bricks. And I actually, in playtesting, I only ever make 1 Espeon GX. So I actually don't want to play 3. A lot of times I would make the 1, and that would be more than enough to win because its attacks are that powerful. And I don't like taking up too much of my double colorless energies on these. A lot of times I'll be putting double colorless on Lele because Lele doesn't have a weakness to Psychic. So if I need clear Psychic type Pokemon, I'll use Lele instead of this, etc. So I don't like playing more than one of this. A lot of times I would discard the second one for Mysterious Treasures and stuff like that. So I think 2 is the right ratio for me, the way I play the deck. So that was fine. I never had an issue with that. Then 4 Trubbish to get you into your 2 Garbotoxin and 2 Trashalanche. I was really playing around with these ratios, but I think this is honestly the best. This helps just lock down your opponent, and if you can set this up early, which I was able to actually do consistently today, you just win games, because they can't Zoroark, they can't stack their deck if they're playing, I don't know, some girl had a card that would stack her deck. She couldn't use that anymore. You can't get Mew EX. Mew EX can't do anything against you because it can't get its ability. This card literally wins games single-handedly because of its Trash Launch ability. By like turn 5 or 6, they're going to have a bunch of items in their discard pile, and you're going to be swinging for a lot of damage with this. So both these cards are incredibly important in what they do, and that's why I play 2 of each because I think they're both incredibly important. I would play even more of both if I could. Then 2 Drampa. He's a great beat stick in the deck because if you get his Berserk attack hitting for 150 plus even a choice band making it like 180, that's incredibly powerful. Plus his first attack is actually really awesome too. I was sleeping on that for a while. Your ability to destroy opponents' special energies is really powerful. So if you're sitting there and your opponent's just keeps using double colors on Zoras or Mews and stuff, you can just keep righteous edging. I don't care about doing damage. If I can run you out of double colorless, you're basically going to be stalled late game, and I'm going to be able to come back and win. So that's actually an incredibly good attack. So Drampa is a must play in the deck. Plus this GX attack can actually unbrick you. I never used it today, but I've used it in other tournaments, and it's actually saved me. And 2 of the standard Lele. Wonder Tag, Search Your Supporters, really good. And it's actually a decent beat stick too, with Energy Drive. If your opponent puts a ton of energy on one Pokemon, get some free KOs there. That's it for Pokemon. Moving on to items. Trainers. 4 Float Stone to keep your Garbotoxin live and to retreat for free. And 4 Choice Band to beat up on your opponent's EX and GX Pokemon and take those prize cards. New addition to the deck as of the new set. 4 Mysterious Treasure. You discard 1, search a Psychic. Searches almost anything relevant in the deck besides Eevee and Drampa. Lele, Garbodor, Trubbish, Espeon. I searched it all today. This card came in clutch time and time again. There were times where I'm like, I want to top deck this card so I can search a Lele, and I did. I want to top deck this card, search an Espeon, and I did. This card is so good, and that's why I play it at 4, and I wouldn't play it any less. I really like searching. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So anything that searches is great. So I also play 3 Ultra Ball. I think 4 is a little too much. The discard 2 kind of sucks, and a lot of times I would end up discarding an Ultra Ball off of the Mysterious Treasure. But this is good because you can search the Drampas and the Eevees, which you can't do with the Mysterious Treasure. 2 Field Blower, which is great to knock out opponents' field spells. Stadium cards, and also knock out their item cards attached to their Pokemon. And that also gets 2 items into their graveyard or their discard pile, which boosts Trashalanche's attack. One rescue stretcher. It came up once today and it was irrelevant. I don't know if I would play this in the future. I would definitely test other cards in place of this because I never played it and I never found it relevant. And to the Stadium Parallel City, it's really powerful. If I could set it up with that side facing my opponent, the side that only lets them control 3 bench Pokemon, I would basically be winning the game because they wouldn't be able to set up their bench effectively, and I would essentially win from there. Especially if I could get a Garbo Toxin lock with that out, I would just win. Any game I resolve this first turn, I won. This card's really good. Getting 3 of my Pokemon out, usually Trubbish, Eevee, and then evolve the Eevee, and next turn get the Garbotoxin lock. Really good. 4N, because it interacts with my opponent. If they search cards at the end of their turn or search cards I don't want them to have, I can end them away. Like I said, one girl was stacking her deck, so if she stacked her deck with, let's say, Puzzle of Time or that ability that let her stack the top 5, I think it was on a Gallade, I could end that away, so she wasn't getting the draw she wanted. So that's really cool. So I like this because it has opponent interaction. It does suck if you're losing. That's why, or if you're winning, sorry. It's awesome if you're losing. But in case I'm winning, I play the 3 Cynthia because that's better late game. I also play 2 Sycamore because he discards your hand. You can get rid of cards you don't want to see again for the rest of the game. And he digs you really deep into your deck to get you to your double colorless and item cards you might want to play. 3 Guzma, because he's an auto-win card late game. You can just pull in something with a lot of damage counters on it and win the game right there. And then, because you have to, 7 Psychic Energy and 4 double colorless, because you need energy to do your attacks. So I had a great day today. My matchups in order, I believe, were... I played against Buzzwole GX, I think was first. God, I can't even remember. Then Buzzwole GX in a feature match, actually. Round 2, Pokemon ARG Circuit Series, look it up. Guy didn't pick up a prize card. Round 3 was against Xerneas Break, and I lost against a good friend of mine, Greg. Shout out to him. He came in top 8, which is cool. Then in round 4, I played against Buzzwole. I actually lost that matchup. I drew horribly to start the game, and I wasn't able to recover it. I made a slight misplay mid-game, which allowed him to pull ahead, and I was never able to catch up and recover from there. Round 5. Buzzwole? No, it wasn't Buzzwole. Oh, it was Mirror. Oh, that match was hell. But I won the Mirror. I won the rest of my games, and that was the Mirror. And then I think Buzzwole. Oh, and then Gardevoir GX, and then Buzzwole again. So I did get really lucky getting a lot of Buzzwole matchups, but yeah, honestly, I think this deck's actually really powerful. A lot of people are sleeping on it, and one guy sat next to me even said, this deck's like, unironically, he said this deck's garbage and can't compete anymore in the meta, and I just was there to prove people wrong. I think it's still incredibly powerful. You can set up your Garbotoxin lock and your Trash Lanch. If you play the deck right and play a slow game, most of my games I'm losing all game and I pull ahead at the end and win, and that's how it gets done. And I'm fine with that because I could be down 4 prize cards and then I just win at the end. But that's that deck. Just a few shout-outs at the end. Shout-out to my buddy Andrew for giving me 2 mysterious treasures at the beginning of the event because the vendor did not have them, so thanks for lending me those. Shout-out to my friend Ethan for just playtesting with me all the time, helping me out. Shout-out to my brother John for always playtesting with me when I bug him too. Shout-out to Greg who made top 8. Shout-out to all of my boys at Enfield Locals, most excellent. Represent. And shout-out to my friend John who's holding the camera and also had a great feature match that you can see on the ARG page. It's really good. You can watch about 4 minutes. I think he loses in 3 turns, but it's a fun time. R.I.P. Rowlet.
Late Seekers.
Oh, yeah, we played Late Seekers. They were demoing it there. That was kind of fun, actually. When the YouTube ads show up, which if you're on YouTube watching this, you're going to see them, it is a fast-paced, exciting card game that's easy to learn, so... The ad doesn't really lie. It's kind of fun. I bought a structure deck. So that's it. Hopefully I will see you at Nats. Go Love Live. And peace. Hopefully we'll do another one of these.